Witness interviews constitute a really important part of investigations into discrimination and harassment complaints. Why? Because all other things being equal, the witnesses do not have a stake in the action. They're witnesses. Now, if any of the witnesses that the employee has just provided to you bear some type of relationship, if you know that they're close personal friends or relatives, you must bear that in mind. But generally speaking, witnesses are bystanders without a stake in the matter. So look at the names that the person who's just exercised the grievance procedure has provided to you. And before you jump into your interviews, figure out who you should interview first. There should be some sort of sequence to the way you conduct your interviews. And as a general rule, you'll want to interview the person who allegedly has the most information first, or the person who has allegedly witnessed the worst of it first, if at all possible. Sometimes it might not be possible if that person's out on vacation or out sick for a period of time, out on some type of leave. All other things being equal, person with the most knowledge at the top of the list. Another thing to bear in mind is never, ever conduct group interviews or interviews of more than one witness. You want to separate the witnesses, bring them in one at a time, and conduct the interviews as close as possible as you possibly can. You don't want to do one witness today and somebody else 3 days from now, because although you're going to want to tell that witness at the end of the interview to please not discuss the investigation or what he or she has said to you with anyone else, sometimes the walls speak and the walls have ears. So figure out the appropriate sequence to conduct your interviews and bring in those witnesses. How do you structure your interview? What are some tips and tricks? First and foremost, do it in a closed area in your office or a conference room. Turn the phones off, shut the computers down, take notes, invite the witness in, and ask an open-ended question first. Begin with an open-ended question. Instead of reading the complaint verbatim to the witness, say something like, "It's come to my attention that there may be an issue between Ray and Lisa. Do you know anything about it? And I need you to speak freely." Many times, that simple type of question will get the ball rolling. Sometimes, however, you may be returned with a blank stare, and the witness may say, I have no idea what you're talking about. Then you have to get into more specifics and see and watch. Watch how the witness is reacting. Listen to what he or she is telling you. And at the end of your meeting, you want to do two things. You want to remind the witness, please, this is important. This is an investigation that's ongoing. I need you to not discuss this matter with anyone. Sometimes investigations go haywire because of all of these offline conversations that are going on. It becomes difficult to separate fact from fiction. And secondly, you want to ask the witness to please, if anything else happens that's relevant or said that's relevant to this complaint or this investigation that happens once that witness leaves, to please come to you with any additional information, or if they remember something, to please come to you. This is Kathleen Bonzik. Thank you very much for watching and for listening.